How does someone politely end a conversation with a person who won't stop talking?
Worst case I've ever had, I basically gave every verbal cue I knew of, eventually stood up, then stood in the doorway, then backed out of the doorway. And this dude was still talking. In the end I just said I'll be back and closed the door on him mid-sentence.
Mental health worker here. I see patients every day who will talk forever if you don't stop them. You simply have to interrupt and redirect, or end the conversation. I always politely tell them, let me stop you there or let me jump in there. Sometimes you have to be abrupt or else you will be held hostage by the one-sided conversation.
SSSHH. Do you hear that? No? One sec, and just run off.
I'm an Uber driver. I was once summoned to pick up 2 people for just this reason. They had me drive 4 blocks /25 miles /1.5 minutes to another bar just to get out of a conversation with someone. Minimum fare, $3.75, and $10 tip on the app. I have to return some videotapes. I don't mean to interrupt but it's got to be done, so just do it. They need a break anyway.
And was getting a little chummy. When people get too chummy with me, I like to call them by the wrong name to let them know I don't really care. Ron Swanson.
I read one of those mildly interesting newspaper features recently with an etiquette expert. Their advice was rather than make an excuse, you should be more direct that you are ending the conversation and say something like I've really enjoyed talking with you. I'm going to circulate around the room now as it's less likely to create an expectation you might come back. It does work too.
We have a great line that we use in Ireland. I haven't heard it used abroad but it could well be used all over for all I know. The person is rabbiting on and is showing no sign of stopping. You clearly and firmly say I'll let you go. Then with the confidence of a person doing them a favor you turn on your heel and stride away. This has the effect of making them think you are the one wanting to avoid wasting their time. If they figure it out they can't call you out on it because to do so would be to admit, at least to themselves, that they are wasting your time. In fact most people never allow themselves to think it might be them who is holding you up so they accept the offer of your leaving in order for them to get on with their important work. In general if someone says I'll let you go to me, rare but it has happened, I smile and say bye and end the conversation. It is a social convention and I abide by it. They want out. No ego. Let them go and the best of luck to them. People appreciate that I imagine.
I used to work on a team with a guy who had Asperger's and some related issues processing social cues. He would get started on a subject and just talk at people for 30 minutes plus without pausing for breath. He didn't get the cues that people were losing interest and would continue indefinitely unless you directly interrupted and told him to stop. He wouldn't be offended and generally appreciated being told he should have stopped. It was almost a rite of passage in the office to endure an extended one-way lecture about his choice of bathroom tiles or the benefits of all-weather road tires over winter tires etc.
Head out.
I'll give the opposite advice. If you think your friends are always thirsty, have weak bladders, or get weird sudden strokes of to-do lists all the time, you talk too much. Edit, I'd thank you guys for the karma, but, I've got to get a drink and, pee, like a lot. Also I just remembered I gotta call Grandma.
Listen for the briefest pause when they talk BC they got a breath at some point and say hey listen I really gotta go to the bathroom I've been holding it in forever and I might just shit right here. Voila.
Drop an enormous, 90 decibel, pants rattling fart while maintaining eye contact.
Hand them one of these. https://i.tats/sheol/c8085/134496624/sheol_794xn.13444966624_6zzk.jpg
Tell them you are having a rather heavy period and must go to the restroom before you bleed all over yourself. I have a friend who does this and he tends to drink a lot. It gets to the point where he literally will talk over you. I once sat on my phone while he talked to me for 5 hours straight. No joke, didn't even pause. I was going to sleep on his couch once and he kept talking. I was wrapped up in a blanket while he stood over me, talking. I had to drive away and sleep in my car. This is a typical workday for him. On the weekends he'll stay up 2 days straight, drinking and talking. Sometimes he uses an app that'll connect him with random people to talk to. I think he needs a therapist.
Oh, I'm sorry but out to hurry, I got generic excuse. We can talk later.
If you know them well enough, a hand on the arm or shoulder will get someone to stop talking long enough for you to make your exit. Not needed though. It's been so great talking to you but I'm late for something.
Use the Ben Carson method. Oh no, my luggage /walk away /. Right. Great. Listen, I gotta go wash my crotch, I'll see you later. Edit, obligatory thanks for the silver. Still don't understand it, but thanks anyway.
Hush them really loudly and keep doing it if they keep talking.
Oh. Someone wants you over there. Gestures across the room. Oh, me.
It depends on the context, like most things. Who is the person to you? Random person on the street? Just tell them you're busy and walk away. Coworker? Politely explain that they need to stop talking so you can work. Dude at the gym? Tell him you're going to do your set. If he still doesn't stop talking, just put your headphones on and start lifting. Generally, if it's someone you aren't going to see often, whether they think you're rude or not isn't really important. Just tell them you're busy and just walk away or continue what it is you were doing. If it's someone you see often / can't avoid, friend, coworker, classmate etc., tell them that they need to stop talking so you can do what you're meant to be doing. They probably aren't aware that they could be annoying people. They'd probably appreciate the wake-up call.
Yo bitch, shut the fuck up. Tell them you don't like sports.
Fake a phone call. First, PM someone to call you. Then as your phone rings, just politely apologize and make your exit. I have to go, I left the baby on fire.
I have an annoying housemate who never shuts up. Tried everything, nothing worked. Now I just kinda grunt as a response and walk out of the room.
Sorry, I have to go walk my cat.
These people are called astral vampires. But instead of sucking your blood, they suck your life force from you. Cast level 3 Deathwatch to be sure? If not, find the Temple of the Serpent. The witch will tell you where to go. Godspeed, my friend.
I'm British. I'm still in a conversation now that started 3 years ago.
Good talking to you. I have to go.
I had a neighbor, 2 yards down, that would cut across the middle neighbor's yard when he saw me in my garage. This guy would talk forever. First time he came over it was no big deal. Neighbors being friendly and whatnot. The 5th and 6th time it got old as he was interrupting work I was trying to get done. He also talked about the same thing each time. Eventually I just turned the air compressor back on and drowned him out and he walked away. Then the middle neighbor fenced in their backyard and the guy couldn't just walk over anymore. Good fences make good neighbors.
Hey, I hate to interrupt, but I have to go, got an appointment that I'll be late for if I don't get on the road pretty quick. Can we pick this up later? You don't pick it up later.
Bite your own tongue, then smile and let the blood run down your chin. Caution, unexpected results on vampires.
If it's a phone call, start off every phone call with "Hey, my phone's kinda low on battery so I don't have much time, what's up?" Then hang up whenever you want to.
Disagree with their views. Or just say slightly offensive shit. Honestly, I tried this once and just stuck with it. If you're an okay judge of character and can cut in, just say oh. Did you hear about underscore in the blank? Just put whatever tasteless thing you know they'll hate. Did you hear about Trump building a wall to keep immigrants out? I usually get a few sentences in before people immediately lose interest. I've gone for the unswayable anti-vaxxer and tried to push it on people. I've gone full religious nutjob. It works like a charm.
When you interject, make the first word you say very forceful and choose a reaffirming word like yes, or great, or and. Whatever you say next, make sure it is not argumentative so it can be assumed they agree. Edge away while you're still talking. If it's person to person, then just say, well listen, it was great talking with you but I got some things I need to accomplish.
Oh also, how would you like to work from home, on your own time with a six-figure salary?
I'm sorry, you'll have to excuse me, Jerry insert newly present friend name here, just showed his face, point stealthily, and that cavalier son of a bitch owes me money. Walk towards friend and loudly yell, Jerry, how are you buddy? Go into T-hug with friend and whisper frown for a second in their ear, should be awkward for the overt talk or you just ditch and they'll leave you and Jerry be. Actually I've come to read your answers, EvidentlyEmpirical like listening, sometimes could be exhausting, even when you're at work. In my case, I use the phrase wow, that's pretty interesting. We should talk about this at the end of the day, but let me finish this, sometimes it works.
Once I walked away without saying anything. They didn't even notice.
Hang on there buddy, I may have shit myself. This is where my bad habit of smoking comes in handy. I just say I'm going to go smoke a cigarette. Once you hit 3 damn that's crazy you are legally allowed to just walk away. I had a friend who I used to talk on the phone with a lot, before texting became more popular. When one of us got tired of talking, we'd say welp, I'm gonna let me go now. It should work with someone you're friendly with, or a coworker, if you say it with a smile. If it's a stranger and they think you're rude for saying it, what does it matter? In the grand scheme of things, not that rude.
Not polite, but. I once had a roommate who talked and talked and talked, often about things I couldn't care less about. One time, I'd had enough, and I interrupted him, saying, wait, can you go back a bit? He repeated the last thing he said. Sorry, before that. He went back further. Did this a couple more times, until he repeated the very first thing he'd said. Just before that. I hadn't said anything yet. Yes, exactly, go back to before you'd started talking. Perfect. He didn't bother talking to me so much after that.
Say have a nice day. Moan. They'll either stop, or keep going intrigued.
I wouldn't know, since I'm sadly the chatterbox. I'm really shy at first, but if you get me to start talking, you have already signed your grave. Woo first Reddit post. Or comment, still giving this a go. Name, so sorry to interrupt you but I must // // underscore 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 underscore // underscore 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 underscore. We'll chat more later. Exit stage left or right. Bitch slap them really hard, and then act like nothing happened and they just stop talking for no reason. Deny everything and act like they are weird and walk away.